Tego Calderon and Don Omar. They said, "It's Japan, Vin." I said, "Yes, I'm well aware that it's Japan. But if you want me to do this cameo, and you're asking me to produce the next Fast and the Furious, I got big ideals. I know the character. I know what the Fast and Furious would look like. I know what the 2 films following it would look like. If you want me to do this cameo, I need this song." And they did it. I was actually shocked that they played Maybe But that was the beginning of this new phase of Fast and Furious. In many ways, you know, when you saw the poster on the street, there was never a 4, there was never a number.
No.
And that was a subliminal, maybe not too subliminal, message that said, this is the new beginning. We can redefine this franchise. We don't have to treat this franchise like we made money, then slap something together, put the brand on, and make another one, slap something together, put the brand on. Your audience is too in touch. Your audience is too connected to these characters and this story. They did that. They honored their side of the deal, and then backed all of us up to make Fast and Furious what it is. Now we've got Fast and Furious. Now we're in production on Fast and Furious. I promised President Leonel Fernandez that I would bring a major motion picture to the Dominican Republic. So we're shooting Fast and Furious, and we're not getting down to the Dominican Republic anytime soon. Still some leftover fear in Hollywood about the idea of shooting in the Dominican Republic. Well, with that, I knew it was even more important to go down there myself and shoot a film. And I took that opportunity to go down there and expand on all the incredible characters that are in Los Bandoleros. I know this is crazy, it sounds like I'm selling something, but I just started this Facebook page.
Oh, man. No pictures. We got Facebook.
I don't know why I'm going here. I just started this, and I think, I gotta say, I've been searching through comments to hear people's response to this very near and dear film to me, Los Bandoleros. And someone, this girl from Uruguay, probably posted it yesterday. She said, "Thank you so much for showing the other side, the side that Hollywood doesn't see. The impact on these impoverished communities when the global economy is down, gas prices get too high. Times are tough all over, but in places like Dominican Republic and in some places in Uruguay, we struggle with things that Hollywood never portrays." That was part of showing Los Bandoleros. So that was, for me, that was a huge, huge compliment. Of course, there's a whole lot of, "Don't let Letty die! Don't let Letty die!" Am I rambling?
Take it
down. Keep talking. You know you don't get out much, baby. Keep talking. But this is heavy. So, there's so much to say because I don't get awards every day, guys. There literally is so much to say. I could talk forever, especially about this because it is so important to me. I am so proud of this. I'm so proud that we were able to make Los Bandoleros and all the actors came down for free. People would say, "Why is it so short?" Well, all the actors, including very busy actors like Michelle Rodriguez, even after we were done shooting, stuck around. They didn't leave the island because they wanted to continue to tell this story. But of course the studio would say, "Get home right now, you guys are guys are shooting too much. Because we were shooting whatever we wanted to shoot. We were shooting from our hearts. We were talking Spanish in the opening of this huge franchise thing with complete disregard with how Hollywood would look at that. We were trying to be truthful. We were trying to be sincere. And we were trying to live up to the integrity that's needed to make something special. The team that came down, my God, like I said, we had all the actors contributing everything. I had my sister come down, Samantha Vincent, as an executive producer, and she just flew. Took care of it. I don't know how she did it, because she was dealing with a maniac, and she somehow made it work. Another huge asset is a man named Jesse Terrero. Know that I could not have made this movie without Jesse Terrero. Jesse Terrero was my producer. Jesse Terrero was there. He was up when I was up. He was ready to work 25-hour days if we had to work 25-hour days. He was going to make it work, and he did. One other person I'd like to, and again I could thank a million people. One other person I'd like to thank. Somebody who probably deserved this award more than I do, who I know deserved this award more than I do. The man who taught me everything I know about film, and more importantly, instilled a regard for film, taught me that film is sacred, and taught me that you can never give up on your dream, and you keep pushing forward one way or another, and ultimately make product. Because once you make product, you make a film that's 2 hours or 2 minutes, you're a filmmaker. If you act in a film that's a minute long, you're an actor. The time is irrelevant. It's the process and it's the participation that's important. That's how you ultimately realize your dream. The One Race Global Film Foundation was inspired by the fact that I made a film called Multifacial, the first film I ever directed. It was a short film. I was still bouncing here in New York, in fact down the block from here. And Multifacial was a 20-minute short film that literally changed my life. Because I'd been an actor since I was 7 years old, and by the time I made Multifacial, I was 28. So you're looking at 20 years of being an unemployed actor before realizing that the only way this multicultural actor would ever realize a real career in Hollywood would be to make his own movie, his own short film. The man who